Hey everyone, welcome to Maizon Val, and I am your host, Val. I know you all must have seen the first episode of Maizon Val, and you're wondering, what is this show all about? This show showcases some of the most gorgeous homes I have ever seen, and we take you into the lives of people here in Houston, Texas. The show is going to other cities. We have Dallas lined up, Atlanta lined up, Los Angeles lined up, and if you want your home to be featured, please send an email to info@maizonval.com. I meet the most incredible people and I share in their design stories, why they even chose their home in the first place, and the most stunning pieces and features in their home. We have a kiki moment, we share a laugh or two. Some of these people cook pretty good meals for me. So honestly, it's not a bad gig to have as a job because I'm having the time of my life. So now you might be wondering, what do I stand to gain from watching this show? I'm not even planning to redecorate my home or I'm not purchasing a home. So what is the need for me to watch this show? Well, let me tell you, I bring the fashion as the host. I put a lot of time and intention into my looks. If you love fashion, this might be a show for you. But also, we take a sneak peek into the lives of my guests. Trust me when I say that this guests of mine have the most inspirational and aspirational story. We have people who were homeless and now have this amazing life and have built themselves from scratch. They also share tips and wealth management strategies that could help you in your everyday life. They share their personal style, their design style. We also play some games. One or two of us might walk away with some fun things. Guys, I can't wait to share all that we've been cooking up with you. This season is going to be fun packed, filled with excitement, style, and design. If you're not following Maison Val, what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. I should get your phone. Come on, bring your phone. Subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and follow us because every episode is different. Our guests are different and dynamic, and their homes are different. We have modern homes, we have homes that are rustic, we have contemporary homes. We have so much to share. I come with the fashion and I can't wait for you to see what we have in store. Let me know if you watched episode one and if you loved it and what was your favorite room in my home. It was asked in episode one, which was the hot takes of the week. So I'm going to repeat it for those of you who didn't watch it. So the hot takes of the week was, as a guest, how do you know that you've overstayed your welcome in someone's home? And as a homeowner, are you going to be passive aggressive or are you going to let them know that it's time for them to exit the building? What does it take for you to have them stay? Do you want them to chip in for some grocery bills or something like that? Or do you just want your home to walk around freely? You don't want someone else in your home. I want to know your opinion and I will chime in down in the comments. Please know that you can send us questions about home styling tips, budget about the home, not your finances. Send questions about the home, how to style your home on a budget, and we'll answer you via our DMs or emails. For today, the team put together some questions for me to answer. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Let's dive into it. What advice do you have for someone buying a new home? Ooh, I mean, for someone buying a new home, I would say one advice. If I could give you one advice, you need to do your research. You need to be ready. Oh, that's more than one advice. But I think the most important advice is you need to find a realtor that understands your needs and is willing to work with you. And everything else will follow. What's the biggest splurge in your home and was it worth it? So the biggest splurge in my home, I would say is this furniture here. I think it was worth it because it was expensive, but it's something very functional for the kids because I can take out the cloth, I can wash it, and it still maintains its the color and it's good, it's functional. So it was worth it. Did you work with a designer on your home and how much did it cost? So come closer, guys. Let me tell you, these designers are expensive. When they tell you sign up for a consultation, you don't have any idea how expensive they are. I was going to, but I realized I honestly couldn't afford them. Pinterest was my best friend. So Pinterest would help you and it helped me. And I went there and I got a lot of tips on how to style my home. I just checked to see what was kind of my vibe. Obviously, not a copy and paste situation because when you're styling your home, you want it to be unique to you. You don't want to follow trends because trends will pass. What will remain is you and your gray couch and pink wall. So do something unique to you that will stand the test of time. So no, I didn't work with the designer, but I did a lot of research to see what was unique to me and what I wanted my home to feel like. I wanted my home to be airy, very welcoming, and just clean because cleanliness helps my mental health. Do your research and make sure you're doing it for yourself, not following trends. Why did you start the show? I love this question so much. I started this show because I love homes. Obviously, I designed this home myself and I love everything design, interior. But also, I was curious to know how other people design their homes. I see homes with like pink walls. I'm like, what's going on? Why are you doing pink walls? But when you go in, you see that they actually have unique stories. It's interesting getting into the minds of these people, understanding their design choices and their styles and stories. And also, honestly, I'm a busybody. I want to come into your house. I want to know what you're doing. I want to know what you're cooking in your kitchen. And so far, the show has helped me connect with so many people. And I'm hoping you get to connect with my guests as well as connect with me. Let me know so far what you've been liking on the show and what you would like to see more of. We promise to give you more of what you guys are looking for. We're here for you. And this is a community. We're trying to grow together. So just let me know what you would like to see more of. So that's why I started the show. What did you love about filming your home? Filming my home, when it was time to film my home, I liked the fact that I had to clean up because my home is not always clean like this. I watched the home and we're like, God, when? God, when? Yes, God, God is going to answer your prayers, but my home is not always disorganized. But for the show, I got to clean up the home and I got to find some hidden dollars in bags I forgot about. So for those of you who haven't done a cleanup recently, you need to do a cleanup. You're going to find things you've forgotten about, and when you find it, don't be stingy, share with others. But yes, I love that I got to share that, but also just documenting my home because there's so much love, thoughts, and intention. And aside from the, superficial things, it's just a place where as a family you come together and you rest together. And it means a lot as a family to have a dwelling place and a place to commune together. So to be able to document that and share that with you guys, I love it. I love this question that you guys asked. So it says, who would be your dream guest to have? Just one person? That's too little. Let me do two. Let me do four. Two Nigerians and then two Americans. So I think my dream Nigerian guest will be Davido, but really not him. I want Chioma to show me the house and things. It doesn't have to be the house in Atlanta. It can be the one in Nigeria. I think it would be such a good show if I have, oh, yeah. And then my second dream guest will be Toke Makinwa because she's a baby girl for life. The closet will be closeting. And if I'm lucky, I might go home with one or two pieces of things. So, okay, in case you're thinking about inviting me, just keep about two shoes. I'm a size 9, US size 9. So think about it before inviting me. But for the US guest, I'm thinking about Chrissy Teigen. I just think her style is so eclectic and she's so funny. And we're both housewife super fans. And so I think that when we start vibing up each other, we might not even show you guys the homes because there's so much to go up on. She also has a stunning home. She has a whole live tree in her kitchen. Like, who has a live tree in their kitchen? Chrissy, if you're watching, give me a call and we'll come over. And then another person who has a whole big personality will be Tia Mowry. So Tamira and Tia, but Tia Mowry. I feel like Tia will just do a whole dance show in her closet. In the kitchen, she's the queen of kitchen. And I think her home is so gorgeous. Those would be my 4 dream guests to have. So, what is one advice you would give to someone planning to remodel their home? When it comes to working with contractors, don't believe what they say. They'll tell you that it will take 5 weeks. Please, it might take 10 weeks. So you need to be prepared and you need to be ready. You need to plan for where you're going to stay because if they're working on the floors, you need to have an alternative plan on where you're going to stay during that time period. For us, when we remodeled our home, they told us it was going to take us 3 weeks. It took about 6 weeks. And when you come, they're not even actually actively working. So you need to actually plan for that time period. And then also the budget you have might actually go a little bit above. So you need to kind of have a leeway with that. So if you think that you want to spend 10,000 or 20,000, you might actually need to keep about 30, 35 just to have a little bit of room to go, to kind of do what you really want to do. What is your favorite part of the home? Again, if you haven't watched my video, I'm going to put the link above. So click, but go back and watch after this video. My favorite part of the home is my kids' room. And the reason I told you guys was my favorite room was because my husband and I put in a lot of love. Everything in that room was done by hand by us, from the painting to coupling the double bed to the wallpaper. We were up there at night with boxes of pizza doing it. I'm like, you need to do it now. We need to finish. I'm dramatic. Yes, we did that, but we got the work done. So that rooming has a special place in my heart. I love a space where my kids get to be kids. I never had a home like this growing up. And so giving my children the world means everything to me. So that's my favorite room. Any tips to save money during a home renovation? Sometimes you want the restoration hardware look, but you don't want to spend that price point. I wanted a rainforest shower head with all the things, but it was so expensive and I went the Amazon route. When you look at it, I don't think you can tell the difference except you obviously work in restoration hardware. But if not, it does exactly the same thing to me. I would say the biggest tip would be to look around, check and match prices and read reviews and see if people are saying that it's good. Not paid review. I mean, paid reviews, I guess, but just reviews. And if you can even have people who have actually used those things themselves in person and that they tell you, that would be helpful. I wanted the marble look of my wall in my home, but I didn't want the marble price point. So we went for porcelain tile and it looks the same to me. Just cost me about $6,000 or $7,000 less. And everybody's like, wow, wow, wow. But it's the same thing to me. So check for options that give you the same final product within your price point. What do you think about having house rules for your home? And do you have any house rules in your home? So this is going to vary, obviously, depending on the people's cultures as well. So I know for Asians, some of them, they're very strict about you coming to their house with shoes. I mean, everybody has their own thing. But for me, I'm not very strict when it comes to house rules. The only one house rule I have is that no food upstairs, no food in the bedroom, period. Why are we eating in the bedroom? Like there's so much room. There's a breakfast area. There's a dining table. I don't want ants. I don't want things in my bedroom. So no food or drinks in the bedroom. Let's sit and communicate like human beings. Let's do what we used to do before the phone and the internet. Let's sit down and eat as a family and go back to the rooms, but don't take food into my bedrooms. That's it. If you're coming to my house and you want to sit in the bedroom, go back. I enjoyed answering these questions, and this really was from my team, but I want to hear questions that you have. Please send us a DM. Our Instagram page is Maizon Val. It's spelled Maizon. It's on the screen as well. And please send us an email if you want to be part of our show at info@maizonval.com. So what are we doing now? I'm hearing that we're doing save-or-splurge. Okay, let's do it. Okay, okay. I get to ask my guests when I go to their homes about save-or-splurge. So I guess this is my edition. So let's see what you guys have for me. Home automation versus manual. I'm going to choose automation every single time. Even though right now in this house we don't have automation, but if I get a next house, that's actually this house I can still do it. So automation for sure. Drugstore makeup versus high-end makeup. Of course, you know the answer to that question. Is this a trick question? Of course, high-end makeup, please. Your face is the brand. Organic brand versus grocery store brand. I can do both. So I think it's the mix. So it's a splurge safe situation on that. Ooh, weekly date nights versus cooking together at home. I would go for weekly date night, but it's not feasible. So cooking together at home, not because of cost, but because of the practicality of things. Spare bedroom into a rental versus keeping it for visitors. No, 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 no outsiders in here. Didn't you guys hear it? Maison Val. If you're in my home, you have to be family. Hiring a cleaner versus doing it yourself. Baby, when I tell you we're all about the soft life, we're really all about the soft life. So definitely hiring a cleaner because it really helps to keep the home clean and elevated at all times. Paying kids when they do chores or letting them do the chores, and that's part of the deal. I am not paying any kids. If I give birth to you and you're in my house, eating my food, and I'm paying private school money, you're going to be cleaning, you're going to be dusting, helping out with $0. I mean, they get money for their piggy banks, but not as a reward for doing chores. Smart toilet that cleans you real good or a regular toilet. I'm sorry, I love my bidet. So I'm going to say smart toilet all day, every day. When the toilet seat is cold and you can adjust the temperature. So smart toilet any day. Personal trainer versus YouTube workout. Are you guys joking? I love a personal trainer because I like that one-on-one feel. I want it tailored to me and I want that conversation. It's like a therapy session. Yes, I want all the things. Therapy versus life coaching. Both have a time and a place, so I'll say both. Silk pajamas versus Walmart pajamas. Isn't it obvious? I want nice, cozy silk pajamas all day, every day, so comfy. Fragrance dupes versus the original one. It's a no for me for fragrance dupes, but I guess I haven't tried any, so I don't know. Maybe it's very close, but right now I'll say the original for sure. A used car versus a brand new car. Honestly, at this point, I'm leaning more towards the used car. If it has less than 15,000 miles, because I think that once you drive it off that parking lot, it really just, the value just depreciates. We're trying to be smart with money. So we like luxury, but we're still leaning to the side of caution, maybe something with 15,000 miles or less. I am your host, Val, and I can't wait to come and explore your home and see all your spaces and eat some of your cultural food. Trust me, I have a top tummy. When I come, I'm ready to eat. When you invite me, be ready to serve. And until next time, guys, I remain your host,